J-Lo's love may not cost a thing, but being married to her has a lot of rules.
J-Lo has some strict rules she follows in life, and some of them transfer over to her lovers. Let's look at some rules Jennifer Lopez made Ben Affleck follow in their marriage. No smoking allowed. The well-known meme of Ben Affleck smoking outside and appearing genuinely worn out by life is something we've all seen. Although it's no secret that Ben likes to smoke, there supposedly used to be a rigorous no smoking policy in the home.
Smoke-free zone. Here's hoping Ben sticks to this rule for both his health and Jen's.
J-Lo loves Ben, but she's sick of his filthy cigarettes, a 2022 OK magazine source stated. She didn't want to be a bother, so she initially put up with his smoking because it was his sole habit, but now she can't bear it. She detests cigarette smoke, and to make matters worse, she can smell it on his clothes. She would prefer that Ben not smoke at all, but he goes outdoors to smoke now, the insider revealed.
It was very much great and joyful and wonderful.
No female flight attendants. As a result of her ex-husband Marc Anthony's reported liaison with a flight attendant, Lopez reportedly forbids female flight attendants from working on her private aircraft, according to Fox News. Only 3 drinks when you go out. According to Cheat Sheet, there have been long-standing rumors that Lopez has a rigid only 3 drinks when we're out policy with each of her previous relationships. No cheating. Ben and Jen, like every other relationship, had no desire for cheating. They supposedly even came close to putting a contract in place to guard against cheating.
Another rule J-Lo has for her husband is no cheating.
The Daily Mail claims that after Ben supposedly spent the night with a woman, a no cheating condition was included to Affleck and Lopez's 2003 prenuptial agreement, which never went into force. A source told the publication the prenuptial agreement is to protect both their assets and says that if they do split, they can keep their own money, except if Ben cheats. What she does want is for Ben to give her some guarantee that he will never cheat again. He must get along with his ex.
One of the more encouraging rules, friends with Marc Anthony.
Both Lopez and Affleck had dated famous people in the past, but Hollywood Life claims that Affleck had to get along with Marc Anthony, Lopez's ex-husband, at any costs. Well, Lopez and the father of her twins are said to be quite close even after their 2014 divorce. This seems like a sensible guideline for blended families in general. He needs to be in charge of all relocation. It has been reported by the Marca that Ben Affleck handles all of their relocation-related decisions, including moving and house purchases, in order to maintain Lopez's happiness and contentment. While looking for a house might be very difficult, it seems even more weird to not divide the work equally. No more kids. It's said that as soon as they were back together, Lopez and Affleck agreed to stop having children. They do not want any new children. They are both past that part in their lives. J-Lo's connection with his kids makes Ben even more certain that this is fate. A source told Hollywood Life in 2022. They are focusing on raising them to be good adults now, and the party of 5 is enough for them. No big tips. Long accused of being impolite to waitstaff, Lopez even allegedly makes sure Affleck doesn't waste too much money, according to one employee. According to a now deleted TikTok video via Your Tango, a former employee of a casino told the story about how Lopez was stingy with her money, saying Lopez tells Affleck not to tip. He doesn't tip anymore, baby. You don't need to tell him nothing. He ain't doing it. Others claimed that if he did, she would steal the large tips from the employees in the service sector. The relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck was widely publicized from the start in 2001 till Lopez filed for divorce in August 2024. Many things have been said about their courtship and the rules they supposedly observed over the years. Lopez and Affleck first crossed paths on the set of Giggly in 2001, and they shortly started dating in 2002. Due to the media's attention to their romance, they got engaged and remained together till 2004. After getting back in touch in May 2021, they engaged in less than a year, and on July 16, 2022, they astonished everyone by eloping to Las Vegas. Following a 2-year marriage, there were rumors of a split in the spring of 2024. On August 20th, exactly 2 years after their grander second wedding in Georgia, Lopez filed for divorce formally. Their supposed marital rules revealed just how hard they tried to hold things together, and their PDA-filled red carpet moments and films that purportedly show them squabbling at events have demonstrated all the highs and lows of their doomed romance. Boundaries are crucial in any partnership or marriage, and Lopez and Affleck appear to have strong ones, but some of these alleged guidelines may have been overly stringent. Bennifer is one of the most recognizable names in the Hollywood Hills, or was. Let's cover the epic rise and fall of J-Lo and Ben Affleck's love story. They fell in love at first sight. Jennifer Lopez admitted that after meeting Ben Affleck, she fell in love with him right away and that something inside of her had changed. J-Lo was still married to her ex-husband, Chris Judd, when the two first met in 2002 while filming the movie Giggly.
Do we know each other?
Not yet.
However, she had an immediate connection with the actor that was evident both on and off film, and soon after, she and Judd ended their marriage, and she and Affleck made their romance public. "This is it, I felt like," the singer recalled, telling People in 2016. The couple faced constant media attention as the crazy tabloid and paparazzi age began, and soon after, Bennifer was born. The audience couldn't get enough of Affleck's legendary performance in her Jenny from the Block music video, as well as her star-studded red carpet appearances. And then they announced their engagement. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez chose to tie the knot shortly after Bennifer was born in the summer of 2002. The couple popped the question in a flash, only a few months after their romance made headlines. In November of that year, J-Lo broke the news to Diane Sawyer, saying that Ben proposed with a pink solitaire diamond that was reputedly valued at an incredible $2.5 million at the time. Though Lopez first admitted to Sawyer that she believed Affleck to be a stereotypical Hollywood bad boy, or skirt chaser as she called him, he eventually disproved her claims. She described him as brilliantly smart, loving, charming, affectionate, adding, "And I just admire him in every way." Regarding Affleck, he acknowledged that the foundation of their extraordinary relationship was his close connection with Lopez. Because she was married, there was no thought of a romantic relationship, so that created the opportunity to get to know each other without any of the falseness that goes with courtship, because you're trying to make a good impression, he stated to Vanity Fair in 2003. "I didn't try to change anything about myself, and she didn't either." The media tore them apart though. Their initial breakup appeared to be caused by the media circus that encircled every step Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck made together.
Well, that didn't help.
The couple had originally intended to tie the knot in the autumn of 2003, but they changed their minds because of the attention the tabloids were receiving at the time. When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate decoy brides at 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry. The couple said in a statement to People at the time, "We felt what should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends." The pair broke up shortly after in January 2004, suggesting that their breakup only seemed to become worse after it happened. In a 2022 interview with Apple Music via Elle, J-Lo blamed their split on a lack of maturity, admitting, "We weren't ready to deal with and look at each other and go, what we have is real, we need to buckle down, we need to do some work, we just weren't there yet." They ended up marrying other people. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck found love with other people after their dream wedding fell through. Sadly for Lopez, Affleck's romantic interest was named after his former fiancée. In 2004, the actor began dating Jennifer Garner, his former co-star, and the two got married in 2005. Together, Garner and Affleck would go on to have 3 children, a son named Samuel and 2 daughters named Violet and Serafina. Regarding J-Lo, she wed her longtime musical partner Marc Anthony in 2004 in her Los Angeles home in a far less public ceremony than the one that was supposed to be her and Affleck's. In 2008, Lopez gave birth to fraternal twins Em and Max, and she also adopted 4 other children from Anthony's past relationships as stepmothers. Even those marriages didn't work out though. All of the Bennifer aficionados may now feel hopeful because neither of Jennifer Lopez's nor Ben Affleck's subsequent relationships ended happily. Following their announcement of their impending divorce in 2015, Affleck and Jennifer Garner declared their separation, although they remained cordial and shared co-parenting of their 3 children. Ultimately, in 2018, 3 years subsequent to their separation being public knowledge, the ex-couples concluded their divorce. Affleck speaks highly of his former wife, however, telling People in 2020, "When you have children with somebody, you're connected to them forever. And I'm lucky she is the mother of my children. I'm very grateful and respectful of her."
Jen is a superhero mom. She's an amazing mother.
The split between Marc Anthony and Lopez was made public in 2011. A year later, Anthony filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the breakup. 2014 saw the finalization of their divorce, but the two went on to work together in the music business and remained friendly in the years that followed. They even had a moment on stage 2 years later. "If you want to get along with a woman, just get divorced," Anthony joked to Extra TV about their post-divorce relationship. Eventually, J-Lo and Ben got back together. In July of 2021, to the surprise of millions of admirers worldwide, Bennifer made a triumphant return. J-Lo published a picture of herself and her ex-boyfriend Ben Affleck on Instagram, in addition to a plethora of other sweltering swimsuit pictures in honor of her 52nd birthday. She captioned the photo saying, "5'2", what it do?" A few months later, the two walked the red carpet together for the first time in almost 2 decades at the premiere of Ben Affleck's movie, The Last Duel. They looked to have struck gold the second time around as they went on to make appearances together at other Hollywood events, such as the Met Gala. When Lopez told People in 2022, "I feel so lucky and happy and proud to be with him. It's a beautiful love story that we got a second chance." They got engaged again. In 2022, Jennifer Lopez became engaged for the 6th time, but who's keeping track? In April of that year, the celebrity revealed in her On the JLo newsletter that Ben Affleck had proposed to her with a massive diamond. In the video, Lopez listens to her song Dear Ben while flashing a sparkler on her ring finger. Saying via Extra TV, Ben came in and he got down on one knee and he said some things that I'll never forget. And he pulled out a ring and said, "Will you marry me?" Clearly overcome with emotion by her thrilling new journey, JLo described it as the most perfect moment. Lopez disclosed that Affleck had gifted her a green diamond, citing it as her lucky color and favorite hue. And they tied the knot in Vegas. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez were married in an unexpected ceremony in Las Vegas, only a few months after Ben proposed. The singer gave People an account of the memorable day, saying that their kids witnessed the wedding. "It's a beautiful outcome that this has happened in this way at this time in our lives, where we can really appreciate and celebrate each other and respect each other," Lopez exclaimed. She added, "We always did, but we have even more of an appreciation because we know that life can take you in different directions," as she thought back on how their special love story had come full circle. They moved in together and even got matching tattoos. Something about permanent ink says commitment. When Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got matching tattoos to commemorate their recent move-in together and love, it felt like exactly what was on their minds. Lopez revealed the news in an interview with Today that the couple moved in together in January of 2023. "We moved in together, the kids moved in together, so it's been like a really kind of emotional transition." She went on to say, "But at the same time, all your dreams coming true, it's just been a phenomenal year." After years of searching for the perfect place to live, the couple bought an over $60 million property jointly in May 2023. The Beverly Hills estate featured 12 rooms, 24 bathrooms, a heated pool and hot tub, pickleball and basketball courts, and breathtaking views of the mountains. But then, the divorce. When Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez hadn't been spotted together for more than a month in May 2024, it seemed like problems were starting to arise in their relationship. Later that month, the pair was spotted together at Affleck's daughter Violet's graduation ceremony, but tensions quickly escalated. The actor was sleeping at a nearby rental when he was spotted packing up his belongings from their shared house in late June, according to a source who spoke with People. The magazine was informed by an insider in August of that year that the couple was divorcing. The insider told People, "Jennifer is trying to find a new home to start fresh." On the day they got married in Georgia 2 years prior, JLo filed for divorce from Affleck later that month, and she filed irreconcilable differences.
This was a big deal, I think, for Ben. He embraced it as well and saw it happening.
JLo might not be as broken up as we originally thought about the divorce. Maybe she's actually thriving now? Turns out that Jennifer Lopez was caught celebrating her divorce in public. Let's check it out. Jennifer Lopez is back to dancing her heart out despite her recent divorce from Ben Affleck. Jenny seemed to be in high spirits as she was captured in a series of lively photographs dancing during a shopping trip at the Westfield Century City Mall in Los Angeles.
Jennifer Lopez busts a dance move as she goes shopping with her child.
During this outing, JLo, who is known for her electrifying stage presence and dance moves, was accompanied by her 16-year-old kid, Em. In the pictures, Em can be seen holding up a phone to capture the moment as her mother gleefully moved to the rhythm while riding down an escalator.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart.
For this casual day out, Lopez opted for a relaxed yet stylish look, wearing a loose tank top paired with a chic Dior denim skirt. She completed her outfit with a pair of metallic gold T-Keys sandals, which added a touch of glamour to her laid-back ensemble. To elevate her look, the star accessorized with oversized Gucci sunglasses, statement Jennifer Fisher hoop earrings, and a classic Dior saddlebag slung over her shoulder. Interestingly, Lopez was spotted wearing a gold band on her left hand, even though her divorce from Ben Affleck had been widely publicized just recently.
Jennifer Lopez seemingly breaking her silence on filing for divorce from Ben Affleck.
This piece of jewelry caught the attention of many, sparking curiosity about its significance. Jennifer was seen wearing the same jewelry the previous day, marking her first public appearance since officially filing for divorce from Ben Affleck on August 20th. The couple had been separated for several months before finally deciding to end their 2-year marriage.
Jen filed for divorce from Ben on August 20th, their second wedding anniversary.
During this appearance, Lopez was photographed stepping out of a sleek black vehicle in Beverly Hills, California, before entering a building. Staying true to her reputation for impeccable fashion, J.Lo was dressed elegantly in a white halter top and a pair of flared dark wash jeans, creating a modern yet classic look. She paired the outfit with Elie Saab leather platform sandals, which added height and sophistication to her appearance. To top off her chic ensemble, she carried an eye-catching Hermes Himalayan croc Birkin bag known for its exclusivity. That same day, Lopez subtly hinted at her state of mind post-divorce by sharing a series of photos on social media, capturing moments from her summer escapades with her children and her sister, Linda Lopez. The carousel of images featured Lopez in various settings, looking serene and content. Alongside these snapshots, she included a thought-provoking quote that read, "She's in bloom and unbothered, out of reach and at peace." Another image in the series carried a message stating everything is unfolding in divine order, suggesting a sense of acceptance and tranquility amidst the personal changes she has been navigating. However, behind this public display of positivity, sources close to Lopez have revealed that the split from Ben has been a new challenge for her. According to an insider who spoke exclusively to Page 6, Lopez did everything she could to save their relationship. The source mentioned that Lopez believes deeply in big love and was fully committed to making their marriage work. Unfortunately, it seemed that this kind of deep emotional connection was not something that resonated with Ben Affleck. Ben has a darkness to him that no other person can fix, the source explained, suggesting that his personal struggles and tendencies may have played a role in the breakdown of their marriage. The insider continued emphasizing how much Lopez had mentally invested in the relationship. "She gave this everything she had, her whole heart," they shared. "She would have done anything to make this work." Despite Lopez's best efforts, it appears that the couple could not overcome their differences and the unique challenges that came with their renewed relationship. Lopez and Affleck, who were famously known as Bennifer, originally dated in the early 2000s and were even engaged before breaking up in 2004. Their rekindled romance in 2021, nearly 2 decades later, was met with much excitement from fans and the media alike. However, their reunion came with its own set of complications, given the high-profile nature of both their careers and their individual histories. While Lopez is navigating this new chapter in her life, she seems to be leaning on her family and her passion for work to stay positive. Her recent public outings, filled with dance, fashion, and glimpses of her personal reflections, suggest that she is focusing on healing and finding peace within herself. For someone who has always thrived in the spotlight, Lopez continues to prove that she is a force to be reckoned with, both on and off the stage. You'd expect Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck to be pretty bummed out after their recent divorce, but as it turns out, J.Lo seems pretty happy to divorce Ben. Let's look into it. After formally divorcing Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez is moving forward. On the 2-year anniversary of their Georgia wedding, J.Lo announced her official divorce from Ben, reportedly feeling relieved.
You don't need to worry about Ben.
Jenny is doing as well as she can, even though she didn't want a divorce from Ben.
You know, it was like a tough one for me.
Who was recently linked to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s daughter, Kathleen Kick Kennedy, a source told People. It's been incredibly difficult for her that Ben chose to pull away from their marriage and move on with his life, leaving her behind, the insider shared. She didn't want a divorce. She wanted to figure things out. They love each other. Jennifer is not the type to just give up. It's been a lot for her to wait around. After filing for divorce, she seems relieved though, the source shared. Her family and friends agree that it was the right decision. She's surrounded by a lot of love and support. She'll be fine. She's strong and always comes out on top. Jennifer filed the divorce documents on her own. Her grounds for seeking for divorce were irreconcilable differences. Ben doesn't seem to have filed, even though she was the one who originally did, but Us Weekly claims that he was supposedly fully aware of her plans. The divorcing couple had already agreed to these terms before she filed, an insider claimed. Instead of the filing being intended to catch Ben off guard, they claimed that the two had gone through all the details of the filing beforehand and that it was a planned event. J.Lo finally gave in because that was their agreement that she would file, and she was the one who ultimately made the decision, the source added. The pair had previously broken up behind closed doors, but chose to pretend to be a happy couple for months by going on sporadic public dates. This decision was mainly supported by the reporting. According to the source, the only substantial common property that needs to be sold is their enormous Beverly Hills estate, because both parties came in with significant assets of their own and don't intend to talk over their fortune. As a result, Jennifer sought the court to refuse Ben's plea for spousal support from her former spouse. April 26th was the day on which she listed their separation. On July 16, 2022, Jennifer and Ben were wed in a small ceremony. 2 years later, on August 20th, 2022, they remarried in front of family and friends at Ben's plantation in South Carolina. This second marriage took place exactly 2 years before Jennifer filed the divorce. After becoming engaged at the end of 2002, they broke up a year later and ended their relationship permanently in 2004. In the meantime, it has been stated that Ben had recently been hanging out with Kik, the daughter of RFK Jr., before he restarted his relationship with his now estranged wife, Jennifer Lopez. Ben had a brief affair with Kik, according to reports. Kik and Ben are enjoying spending time together, insiders have told DailyMail.com. But Kik is tight-lipped about their relationship because she doesn't want to come across as a mistress. The insider said Ben and Kik had a fling before he got back together with J-Lo. They met because Ben is from Boston, and when you live in Boston, the Kennedy family is royalty. The insider continued, so when he started hanging out with Kik, he legit thought that he had landed into the Kennedy family, but she was too young and not ready for anything serious. The source emphasized that there was never any crossover between Ben's renewed contact with Kik and the relationship he had with J-Lo. They didn't have any affair during his marriage, but it is interesting to Kik's friends that as soon as this divorce happened, all of a sudden Ben is hanging out with an old hookup whose family he sees as royalty. As for how Kik views Ben, the insider stated she thinks that he is intelligent and very much her style, but is being incredibly tight-lipped because she does not want to be seen as a mistress. She is not a mistress. She's nothing like J-Lo and likes to keep her private life private. The insider added that Kik isn't squandering time fretting over Jennifer's possible reaction to Ben's choice to get back in touch. Kik is fond of Ben, and she does not care about what J-Lo thinks, honestly. When they started hanging out, he and J-Lo were separated. He made this very clear with her. J-Lo listing their separation as April only confirmed this. The source continued, they are both taking it day by day, but so far, she's enjoying spending time with him. They hang out at Beverly Hills Hotel because it offers a level of privacy to celebs that nowhere else does. The fact that people say she looks like Jen Garner is flattering to her, as she thinks Jen is beautiful. However, according to a second insider, the two are only getting to know one another better, as they said. Ben has been spending time with Kik, but there is nothing there yet. They are friends and enjoying hanging out with each other, and it is true that she really doesn't have any thoughts about what J-Lo would think of her spending time with Ben. He's a great guy, and they are getting to know each other. Are you wondering who Kik Kennedy is, like the rest of us? I mean, since her and Ben Affleck might be dating, well, wonder no more, my friend. We're gonna look over some surprising facts about Kik Kennedy right now. The eldest daughter of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Kik Kennedy, may avoid the spotlight when it comes to issues concerning her politician father, but she is gaining attention due to her purported connections to Ben Affleck.
I'm so happy right now. I mean, I just can't believe it.
Who recently broke it off with J-Lo. Born in April 1988, Kathleen Alexandra Kik Kennedy is said to have been hanging out with Ben Affleck even before he broke up with Jennifer Lopez. The rumor presents a unique opportunity for the grandniece of John F. Kennedy, who has previously disclosed her unease with the limelight. People ask me, what's it like to be a Kennedy? She told the New York Post in 2014. Maybe it's just the temperature of the water, but I'm just like, I have no idea. When I see my face or name in the tabloids, I get a knot in my stomach. It's just not me. It's reading something that's not real. She is most definitely not involved in the family political business. She's actually pursuing acting. In fact, you can see her in a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. Many stories regarding JFK's younger sister can be found by searching for Kik Kennedy on Google. The Kik that we are talking about today was named after her great aunt, who passed away many years ago. Despite never having met her namesake, Kik Jr. has talked about her on social media, and it's obvious that she has a bond with the older Kathleen. In a 2016 Instagram caption, she stated, "Visiting the gravesite of my great aunt and namesake Kik Kennedy in Edensor, England. Joy she gave, joy she has found." If you were wondering, Kathleen is their actual name, and Kik is just a nickname. Trust me, I was confused too. Kik likes acting, but the Kennedys are all about politics. She's already had roles on shows like Newsroom and Curb Your Enthusiasm, and according to her IMDb biography, she even made an appearance as herself in a 2010 episode of Gossip Girl.
On behalf of the Manhattan's philanthropic community, thank you all for coming.
She also starred in the films Fear and Loathing in Aspen and Teacher of the Year. She debuted off-Broadway in 2014, playing the lead role in a contemporary adaptation of Antigone by Sophocles. As Kennedy prepared for the performance, she told the Associated Press, "I'm really lucky. I've grown a lot just studying this part, and I hope I can do it justice. I couldn't really ask for a better story to tell right now. It's just sort of magical that everything fell into place." Kik disclosed that she had a childhood passion for theater and that she had performed in plays with Glenn Close's daughter, Annie Stark. While attending Stanford University, she performed in plays. "It's just been the funniest thing for me throughout my whole life. Here I am and I'm giving it a go. It seems to be the thing that I like doing and people tell me I'm kind of good at. Hopefully one day people will come see me for something that doesn't have to do with my last name," she said. "For me, it's just two different things. This is a job, that is my life." Do you remember the craze that surrounded Taylor Swift's alleged romance with a Kennedy? Connor was Kik's brother. Although Kik has nothing but positive things to say about Swift, she also wasn't a fan when the singer first came on the scene. "Yeah, she's really sweet," Kik told Page 6 in 2014. "It was a moment, really, but we always have exciting things going on, exciting people to meet." Kik appears to view her well-known name as more of a barrier than some celebrity offspring who are all about nepotism. "Hopefully one day people will come see me for something that doesn't have to do with my last name," is what she said earlier, in 2014 according to Page 6. That most likely had an impact on Kik's choice to pursue a career in entertainment rather than politics. Kik described a particularly vivid childhood memory in a 2012 interview with Town & Country. Her dad, who has a collection of animal stuff, took her down to the shore with a chainsaw so he could get certain parts of a beached whale. For the 5-hour drive back home, they secured the parts with bungee cords to the family's minivan roof. "Every time we accelerated on the highway, whale juice would pour into the windows of the car, and it was the rankest thing on the planet," Kik said. "We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out, and people on the highway were giving us the finger, but that was just normal day-to-day stuff for us." When Kik got with Matt in April 2018, they had just been dating for roughly 4 months. Matthew Mellon was a millionaire banking heir. At the time, Kik's model manager, Christine Scott, told People that Kik didn't see this coming. She added she will not be making comments. According to Page 6, Kik and Harper Simon, the son of Paul Simon, were romantically involved from 2013 to 2014. Photos of Kik participating in sports like tennis, skiing, scuba diving, horseback riding, and much more can be found all over social media. Fun fact, she was previously a guest on MTV's Summit on the Summit Kilimanjaro, a show that tracked famous people climbing Mount Kilimanjaro to raise awareness of the world's clean water crisis, including Jessica Biel, Emile Hirsch, and Alexandra Cousteau. Kik's love for humanitarian causes began when she told Resident in 2014 about her extreme worry for water shortages. "I've been really connected to water issues since I can remember, as my father made it his passion. We knew what PCPs were before we knew how to tie our shoes," she said. "I've also spent so much time on the water, whether it's sailing with friends and family or doing a river cleanup on the Hudson. Being on the water is where I'm the happiest." Divorce is a messy thing as is, and then you have divorces without prenups. Here are some signs that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's divorce will get messy.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life, and I honestly felt like I was gonna die.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce in the LA County Superior Court on August 20th. Under the radar, Lopez started the process, raising the possibility that she was seeking a peaceful divorce.
It was my kind of heartbreak.
The most recent information, nevertheless, indicates that J-Lo is not thrilled with the way things have gone thus far.
That journey through life in search of love.
Rumor has it that Affleck is dating Kik Kennedy, the daughter of Robert F. Kennedy.
I've definitely never even had the opportunity to live that lifestyle.
Ben's smug demeanor and the rumors have reportedly infuriated J-Lo. If things go south, experts foresee a lot of financial entanglements because the couple did not sign a prenuptial agreement. Documents that the BBC was able to get show that on August 20th, Jennifer Lopez filed a petition to end her marriage. Following months of rumors of a tense relationship between her and Ben Affleck, the decision was made. Remarkably, the couple does not possess a prenuptial agreement. Prior to Affleck moving out of their joint Beverly Hills home, people revealed that the pair had begun living apart. Although it was anticipated that the couple's divorce would go well, recent reports raised the risk that things could go badly. According to a Page 6 article, Affleck was spotted hanging out with Kit Kennedy 4 days after Lopez filed for divorce. Even though TMZ has stated that the relationship rumors are untrue, Lopez has reportedly been made aware of the rumors. According to an individual who spoke with In Touch Weekly, Affleck has been encouraging people to mind their own business and is not yet ready to clarify his friendship with Kennedy.
Real soft's gonna win.
According to The Insider, Lopez wasn't thrilled at the thought of Benny dating Kit Kennedy when she was working so hard to keep their marriage intact. The Insider spoke to In Touch Weekly. The word is Ben and Kit have been spending time together and getting to know each other. Ben's telling people it's none of their business. He's not going to explain whom he's friends with, and the sooner he and JLo can wrap up this divorce and move on with each of their lives, the better. But JLo figures there's no smoke without fire. She's livid at the thought he's been chasing tail at the same time she was fighting tooth and nail to save the marriage, and there's no way she's willing to let this go. According to experts, the two celebrities' relationship will get worse the longer the divorce takes to finalize, via Fox News. If things went south, the absence of a prenuptial agreement would probably result in a significant financial collapse. Since Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck do not have a prenuptial agreement, the court will review their financial records. Both Lopez and Affleck are required to divulge information about their current home, about their current income, expenses, residences, and debts, the BBC reports. It's possible that the assets they accumulated over their 2 years of marriage will be split equally. According to People, their joint Beverly Hills property is presently listed for $68 million. The most valuable resource on Affleck's side is his production firm, Artists Equity, in which he and Matt Damon are partners. Since Lopez and Affleck were married after the company was founded, Lopez might receive half of Affleck's earnings. In addition, Lopez benefits from a number of projects that are in contention, such as Shotgun Wedding, Atlas, This Is Me Now, The Mother, and Marry Me. Additionally, it has been stated that Lopez had 60 days to reveal her financial information, and Affleck would receive an additional 60 days after Lopez submitted her data. Jennifer Lopez's relationships have been so up and down, I'm surprised she's not tired of it. I mean, with the rumors that Ben is going back to his fling, Kit Kennedy, or Jennifer Garner too, I mean, that's pretty yikes if you ask me. Let's take a look at her relationship history and see if we can find a common theme that explains their short-lasting existence.
Could never really have true love in my life again.
Ojani Noah. In February 1997, JLo wed Ojani Noah, however their union was short-lived after they got divorced 11 months later. In August 2007, a court-appointed arbitrator issued a permanent injunction that forbade Noah from criticizing, casting in a negative light, or otherwise disparaging his ex-wife. Later in 2016, Noah made an appearance on Millionaire Matchmaker. Sean Diddy Combs. After meeting on the filming of a music video, Lopez started dating Diddy in 1999. However, the couple broke up in 2001. JLo stated in a 2003 interview with Vibe magazine that Diddy had been unfaithful to her when they were dating. In 2017, Diddy, on the other hand, waxed poetic over Lopez, saying that she was, without a doubt, one of his greatest loves. The ex-couple is still good friends. In September 2018, they hugged warmly backstage during her All I Have residency in Las Vegas. Chris Judd. During the filming of her Love Don't Cost a Thing music video, JLo and Chris got married in September 2001. By June 2002, the couple's marriage had ended, and in 2003, their divorce was formally finalized. Judd explained that their marriage just didn't work out while speaking with Us Weekly in September 2014. I can't give you the answer as to why her relationships don't work. I think that it's work. It's whether you want to work on it or not. Everyone has baggage and problems. It's whether you want to deal with those problems, he told Us at the time. When you sign up to get married, you can't just walk away. Judd has since remarried to Kelly Wolf, with whom he shares daughter Vivienne. Mark Anthony. Max and Em, twins, were born in February 2008 after Lopez and Anthony wed in June 2004. But in July 2011, they made their split public. JLo later noted that she knew very quickly that their marriage wasn't the right thing, telling W in April 2016, "When my marriage ended, it was not easy to find forgiveness. It wasn't the dream that I'd hoped for, and it would have been easier to fan the flames of disappointment. But Mark is the father of my children, and that's never going away. So I have to work to make things right, and that is by far the hardest work I do." Beau Casper Smart. In November 2011, just 4 months after divorcing Anthony, J.Lo began dating the backup dancer Beau Casper Smart. Subsequently, Lopez appointed Smart as the creative director for her Las Vegas residency, All I Have. The ex-couples faced a setback in 2014 when rumors circulated on the gossip website The Dirty, claiming to have proof that Smart had been messaging and exchanging pictures with a model. Although they parted ways in June of that year, they kept up their intermittent romance until their final breakup in 2016. But after their final split, there were no harsh feelings. In March 2017, Smart stated to Us Weekly, "Bennifer is like phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal." Drake. After he saw her All I Have gig in December 2016, Drake and Lopez had their first backstage acquaintance. A source told Us Weekly in January 2017 that the two were dating and the real deal. During their courtship, Drake allegedly went all out, dressing up in an LA church for an informal prom with a Winter Wonderland theme where they were crowned king and queen. But in February of that year, Us announced that they had broken up. At the time, a source told us that their short-lived romance died down a bit when Drake left for his European tour. In the song Diplomatic Immunity, Drake hinted at their relationship by rapping, "2017 I lost to J.Lo, a Rotterdam trip had me on the front page though," which seemed to be a reference to J.Lo's union with Alex Rodriguez. Speaking of, let's talk about Alex Rodriguez. In March 2019, Lopez and Alex revealed their engagement, having been together for over 2 years. The couple, who were originally connected in February 2017, frequently spoke out about how much they loved and admired each other. A heartfelt birthday message to Alex was written by the former Fly Girl in July 2018. "Baby, spending time with you over the past year and a half, getting to know the real you more and more, I'm surprised every day by the generous, loving person you are to me and everyone else around you." After splitting up, she and Alex shared the following statement with Today. "We have realized we are better as friends and look forward to remaining so. We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared business and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children." Out of respect for them, the only other comment we have to say is thank you to everyone who has sent us kind words and support. Ben Affleck. While filming Giggly, Ben and Lopez, famously dubbed Bennifer by the media, met and became engaged in November 2002 for the first time. 4 days before the ceremony, the couple decided to call off their nuptials, and they separated in January 2004. "I was gone. I lost my sense of self, questioned if I belonged in this business, thought maybe I did suck at everything. My relationship with Affleck went south in front of the entire world," J.Lo told Vanity Fair in December 2017 of the headlines surrounding the critically panned Giggly and her split from Ben. "It was a 2-year thing for me until I picked myself up again." Ben later wed Jennifer Garner in 2005. The two of them have a son named Samuel and 2 daughters, Violet and Serafina. The divorce between Affleck and Garner was finalized in 2018, and now after J.Lo and Ben remarried, the divorce came swiftly too. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck had an interesting relationship to say the least. The reason behind their divorce, though, might be even more interesting. Let's check it out.
100%, like I'd never fallen out of love with you. I had just put it over here.
Although Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck only recently filed for divorce, Entertainment Tonight notes that the breakup was a long time coming. J.Lo put an official stop to months of rumors and conjecture about their marriage 2 years ago when she filed for divorce on the same day of their lavish Georgia wedding.
J.Lo chose August 20th, the 2-year anniversary of their lavish wedding in Georgia, as a way for her to symbolize closing this chapter.
After Ben skipped a number of significant engagements with J.Lo in May, including the Met Gala that she co-chaired, rumors started to circulate. However, she disclosed in divorce documents that they had previously broken up precisely on April 26th. According to an insider who spoke to ET prior to the filing, Ben and Jen had been miserable in their marriage for months.
It was the most toxic thing I have ever experienced.
The insider went on to say they both felt frustrated in their relationship, adding that Ben and Jen had come to the realization that their early passion was more of an infatuation for each other. The honeymoon phase was very quick for them. An insider told ET in a different report. Their differences came out pretty early on in the relationship after they got married, and they were talking. The insider claimed that how public J.Lo was about her life was one of these purported disparities between her and Ben. It drove a wedge between them, and their relationship was was like opposites attract until it wasn't.
Half the time I was thinking like, this is amazing, and then half of the time I was like, why?
Before breaking up in 2004, Ben and Jennifer had dated and become engaged in the early 2000s. In 2021, they got back together in a move that appeared to be Ben's idea. J-Lo is said to have been left feeling upset and somewhat duped as a result of their breakup.
It's official. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have called it quits on their second time at love.
She didn't want their marriage to end, but it was clear Ben was not into it, according to a source. She really believes he is the love of her life, but doesn't understand why he was done so fast. Ben still has love for her, the person added. He simply couldn't handle everything that came with being married to her. In February 2024, J-Lo's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, was released, revealing the disparities in their respective paths to fame. Ben expressed in the movie his desire to maintain their connection more secret after their previous attempt crumbled due to coverage from the media. Getting back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media, Ben said. He did, however, add that he was working on learning how to make concessions. I sort of realized it's not a fair thing to ask. It's sort of like you're gonna marry a boat captain and you go, well, I don't like the water. We're just two people with kind of different approaches trying to learn to compromise. J-Lo, after all, attended the 2024 Met Gala by herself. Upon discovering that she and Ben hadn't been spotted together for over a month, fans began to speculate wildly that the couple had broken up. Eventually, though, Ben's agency told E! News that the actor was simply too busy filming The Accountant 2 in Los Angeles to attend the Met Gala. An insider claimed to Entertainment Tonight that Ben and Jen had their ups and downs and were not always on the same page, raising eyebrows around their relationship status. That same day, by the way, of the Met Gala, J-Lo was found in a relationship-related Instagram post. You can't build a relationship with someone who is disconnected from themselves. We can't expect someone to see us when they can't even see themselves. Getting in a relationship is the easy part. Nurturing and fostering it is a different story. After all, love is not a feeling, it's an action. The post read. Jen attended the LA premiere of her Netflix film Atlas by herself too. After a source claimed that Ben believed J-Lo was having a hard time feeling satisfied, the following day, further divorce rumors started to circulate. At an Atlas press conference in Mexico, an unexpected question about Jen's relationship with Ben was posed. You know better than that, she responded to the reporter. A week later, it became clear that Ben and Jen were no longer cohabiting.
Ben Affleck was caught hanging out with a new woman immediately after J-Lo filed for divorce. Who is she? Let's dive in. The new woman he's currently hanging out with is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s 36-year-old daughter, Kit Kennedy, and she's gorgeous. They were spotted at Polo Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel and other hotspots. Could this be his new fling? So early after the breakup? Fans suspect that she was actually there the whole time. He was so quick to rent an Airbnb to get away from J-Lo for $100,000 a month. Was it because he wanted his new fling to come over? People are quick to point out that J-Lo and Ben cannot be alone. So when they usually do go through a breakup, they have a partner shortly after. Ben and his new girl are looking really comfortable according to fans. It doesn't look like a new relationship, it looks like they're quite acquainted. There are also rumors about Jenny and her manager, who she smooched right on the lips on her birthday. Is this why she filed for divorce? Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben following months of breakup rumors. Page 6 reported that their marriage had been over since March 2024, though Jenny listed their date of separation as April 26, 2024. She claimed that irreconcilable differences was the reason for their split.
It didn't work out. It was my first kind of heartbreak.
One of those differences is likely that Ben could not stand the media attention that their relationship brought in.
Also a little bit shy. I also don't like a lot of attention.
Page 6 even reported that in 2022, Ben freaked out on their honeymoon in Paris due to paparazzi bringing about flashbacks of why their first relationship ended, the pressure of the media spotlight. An insider tells Page 6 that Ben is not ashamed of his need for solitude and is proud of the fact that he always has and always will take care of himself. He has never and seemingly will never give himself over completely to another person, they add. This, of course, is a problem for Jenny. The kind of big love Jennifer believes in, that sort of all-consuming devotion, Ben played along for a while and wanted to be part of it, but it's just not who he is, the insider explained. A person close to J-Lo told Page 6 that she feels embarrassed over their failed marriage because she was convinced that she and Ben were finally going to make their love work. The source said she's furious, he has humiliated her. He was the one who initiated getting back together, but he's humiliated her because she made a big deal that he's the love of her life. And to add salt to the wound, J-Lo tried desperately to save their marriage while Ben showed no interest in it at all. A financial information sheet submitted as part of the divorce petition as obtained by Page 6 suggested that Bennifer 2.0 didn't have a prenup, which means they will have to split any income or community property according to the union. TMZ reported that Jenny also opted to waive spousal support and asked the judge to deny Ben the spousal support as well. Jenny and Ben share no children together, so custody will be a non-issue in the divorce. Ben does, however, share 3 kids with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, while Jenny has twins with ex-husband Mark Anthony. A source told US exclusively that the 5 children who were blended during J-Lo and Ben's marriage have accepted the divorce. J-Lo is a true romantic, and the fact that she made such a big deal over the reunion, it must be mortifying to her. J-Lo is taking none of the blame when it comes to her divorce. She is fully putting things on Ben because of his behavior. This is according to a source. What did he do exactly? Let's dive in. Ben Affleck's unpredictable behavior was reportedly a major factor in his divorce from Jennifer Lopez, according to a report by People.
Listen, you do have a right, okay? Don't do that. That's dangerous.
A source told the outlet Ben's often unpredictable and giant mood swings ultimately divided him and Jenny, leading her to file for divorce after 2 years of marriage.
For better or for worse, have followed my heart.
You could see the weird behavior and giant mood swings, the source told People, noting that his temperament would sometimes swing from being incredibly happy and warm, the best light that emanated from him, to the deepest, darkest behavior.
Happens that in this relationship right here, I'm the bull, you're the cow.
The truth is, there was a great deal of love, but also unfortunately what became clear were Ben's strange moods that he couldn't hide from the press as much as he tried to, the source continued.
We barely paid any attention to each other at all.
The insider went on to speculate that Ben was signaling a message to the press. Around the time of their separation date, which J-Lo specified in her filing as of April 26, 2024, the former couple was allegedly trying to work through their stuff. However, it was to no avail. Jenny officially filed for divorce on August 20th, 2024, the 2nd anniversary of their Georgia wedding ceremony.
It was a part of me then that I had to put away.
Guys, not only is his behavior what's causing the divorce, apparently he had a woman on the side the entire time, which is why he's renting a whole entire home away from Jenny, according to the source. Ben's new girl is Kit Kennedy. They were trying to work through it, but when the mood swings and the big highs and the big lows informed a behavior that was a lot, no one can help you. You have to help yourself, the source claimed. But I would not be so bold to say that there isn't love. Of course there is. The insider finished, the world was rooting for them, but who he said he was and who he turned out to be were 2 different people. The reps for the couple did not immediately respond to Page 6's request for comment. A Page 6 source also detailed Affleck's darkness, stating Jenny was duped into the whirlwind romance before she truly learned who she married. She really believed this was the greatest love story she ever known, and she was finally getting her chance at a fairy tale, said one Hollywood source who knows the couple.
I'd never fallen out of love with you. I had just put it over here.
She just really didn't stop to consider who the actual man was in the fairy tale.
You know, it was like a tough one for me for whatever reason.
The source also spilled to him that the big love Jennifer believes in is not in Ben's DNA. Ben has a darkness to him that no other person can fix. His ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, couldn't fix it. All the success in the world couldn't fix it. Ben Affleck is getting very close with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, who is apparently a source of hiccups for the relationship when they were together. Are they going to reconnect? Apparently, she also made a late-night visit to his home. Let's dive in. The relationship with Ben caused a bit of a road bump between Jennifer Garner and her boyfriend, John Miller. J-Lo officially filed for divorce from Ben on August 20th, 2024.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's second shot at love coming to an end.
But stated in the filings that the couple had been separated since April 26th. During that time, Ben had been spending a lot of extra time with the mother of his kids, which some took as a sign of possible reconciliation. Apparently, John Miller was unhappy with how much energy Jennifer Garner was using on her ex. John doesn't like sharing Jen, and there's a divide when it comes to her and Ben, a source told the Daily Mail. Life and Style reported that John Miller was so frustrated that he called it off with Jennifer. He doesn't enjoy competing with her ex-husband for her attention, an insider said. Jen's had so much going on with Ben, it just took a toll, they added. Apparently, Ben had turned to Jennifer Garner for advice and support while he navigated the rocky waters of his failing marriage with Jennifer Lopez. It was not only John Miller, but fans also noticed that Jennifer Garner had been spending a lot of time with her ex. I'm just wondering, when was the last time Jennifer Garner was seen online with her man, a user wrote on X. I've never seen a photo of them together. She's always with Ben, another added. Fans also pointed out that Jennifer having access to Ben's apartment was a sign of their relationship intensifying.
That something is that important that suddenly you're fighting, whatever that is.
Jennifer Garner stopped by Ben Affleck's home for his birthday. It was a low-key affair, as Ben just hung out with family. Jennifer Lopez also stopped by to give him birthday wishes only days before filing the divorce papers. It was likely easier for Jennifer Garner to visit, as she had previously been given the security code to enter the apartment.
Jennifer Garner were spotted arriving separately at the actor's rental home.
Other people have to be buzzed in, but not Jen. She can come and go whenever she wants, a source told In Touch. Seeing the former couple be that comfortable was not wholly surprising, as Jennifer Garner and Ben lived together after their divorce. Not only did Jennifer Garner have the code to her ex's bachelor pad, but footage caught her using that to make a late night visit. Some believed she seemed a little tipsy, a detail that was not missed by fans when reports circulated that she and John Miller were having relationship hiccups.
After splitting with Jennifer Lopez, he's been hanging out a lot with his ex. Garner's boyfriend, John Miller, isn't too happy about it either.
I'm surprised John Miller didn't dump Jennifer Garner when he saw this video of her outside Ben Affleck's rental, a user on X commented. In addition to the birthday hang, Ben spent the day with Jennifer Garner on August 20th, 2024, as the parents dropped off their daughter Violet Affleck at Yale University together. This was notable because it wound up being the day that Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce from Ben, which was also the 2-year anniversary of their second marriage. Some believe J-Lo filed the divorce that day as a dig at Ben.
It's official. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have called it quits on their second time at love.
Ben and J-Lo have had a rocky relationship, and I'm not just talking about their first one. Let's look at all the signs that J-Lo and Ben Affleck were doomed to fail.
Hey Ben, are there rumors about J-Lo true?
Yes, I believe Jennifer Lopez may be doing that.
On the inside of this ring right here, my engagement ring that he gave me.
Information surfaced that on August 20th, 2024, Jennifer filed for divorce from Ben at the Los Angeles County Superior Court. She stated that their date of separation was April 26th, 2024 in court filings. The couple, who got married in 2022, over 2 decades after becoming engaged for the first time, have long been the target of rumors and public curiosity about their relationship. Ben, for instance, gained notoriety 2023 after he famously slammed a car door on Jennifer. A few months later, Jen spoke candidly about the long-running debate over Ben's alleged sad Affleck image. But Jen and Ben's marital discussions have surfaced on a few occasions in 2024 alone. Although the reason for their breakup is unknown, here's a detailed timeline of all the indications that Ben and Jen were getting a divorce. The Greatest Love Story Never Told, J-Lo's eagerly anticipated documentary, was published on February 27th and provided a wealth of information about her and Ben's relationship. Ben was open about how he and Jen approached privacy and popularity differently in the movie. He recalled saying to Jen, "Listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media when they started dating again. Then I started to realize that asking that wasn't really fair. It's similar to saying, well, I don't like the water, when you find out you're going to marry a boat captain." In addition, Ben called Jennifer and himself two people with different kinds of approaches, adding that they were trying to learn to compromise over their disagreements. Furthermore, at one point in the documentary, Ben was taken aback by Jennifer's casual sharing of his personal love letters with a group of her musicians in an attempt to motivate them. "I did really find the beauty and the poetry and the irony in the fact that it's the greatest love story never told. If you're making a record about it, that seems kind of like telling it," he said. J-Lo went to the 2024 Met Gala by herself, acting as one of the co-chairs. When fans realized that she and Ben hadn't been spotted together for more than a month, this gave rise to a ton of rumors that she and Ben had broken up. Ben's agent eventually revealed to E! News, though though, that the actor was just preoccupied with filming The Accountant 2 in Los Angeles and didn't make it to the Met Gala. An insider claims to Entertainment Tonight that Ben and Jen had their ups and downs and were not always on the same page, raising eyebrows about their relationship status. J-Lo was discovered in an Instagram post about relationships that same day. You can't build a relationship with someone who is disconnected from themselves. We can't expect someone to see us when they can't even see themselves. Getting in a relationship is the easy part. Nurturing and fostering it is a different story. After all, love is not a feeling, it's action, the post read. Jen went alone to the LA premiere of her Netflix movie Atlas. More rumors of a divorce surfaced after a source said that Ben thought J-Lo had a hard time feeling satisfied the next day. A question concerning Jen's relationship with Ben was asked unexpectedly during an Atlas press appearance in Mexico. She said, "You know better than that," to the reporter who had asked the question. It was revealed a week later that Ben and Jen were no longer living together. J-Lo abruptly called off her tour in order to spend more time with her children, family, and close friends, as she wrote on her website. "Please know that I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel that it was absolutely necessary," is what she said. When June came, Jen was quick to share a cryptic message about negativity with readers of her newsletter. "It may seem like there's a lot of negativity out in the world right now, but don't let the voices of a few drown out that there is so much love out there," she wrote. A few days later, there were rumors that Ben and J-Lo were discreetly attempting to sell the $60 million estate they owned. And then Ben was spotted in Los Angeles without his wedding ring, while J-Lo had a solo trip to Italy. Reports surfaced a few days later claiming that Ben and Jennifer were leading separate lives and that Ben had moved out of their house completely. Fans with keen eyes saw that J-Lo surprisingly neglected to post about her and Ben's July 16th wedding anniversary. According to a source, Jen's celebrity status was not the only reason for deeper discussion in Ben and J-Lo's marriage. Notably, Ben was absent from Jen's lavish birthday celebration with a Bridgerton theme at the end of July 2024. A week or so later, rumors circulated that Ben had bought a $20 million house in Los Angeles. At the beginning of August 2024, Ben was once more seen not wearing his wedding band. Fans noted that J-Lo didn't post anything special on social media regarding Ben's birthday when it arrived. 2 years after their legal wedding ceremony in Georgia in 2022, Jennifer filed for divorce. Ben Affleck is finally free from the old ball and chain, and he's looking mighty happy while visiting his ex, Jennifer Garner, since the divorce. Let's get into it, guys. Ben Affleck appeared in good spirits as he deboarded a private jet with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, just hours before Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce.
You don't need to worry about Ben, let me just tell you.
Ben and Jennifer Garner were seen arriving in Los Angeles recently after a trip to New Haven, Connecticut, where they dropped off their eldest daughter, Violet, at Yale University. Ben Affleck, who was noticeably without his wedding dress, was dressed casually in a light blue button-up shirt paired with black slacks. He carried a leather duffel bag, smiling as he made his way down the steps of the plane. Garner, who followed closely behind, wore a relaxed ensemble consisting of a black t-shirt and green cargo pants, completing her look with a backpack slung over her shoulder. Accompanying the former couple was their 15-year-old daughter, Serafina, who proudly sported a Yale sweatshirt, signaling her excitement for her sister's new chapter. There's a good chance that they are getting back together, seeing as Ben's been hanging around her more and more in the lead up to the divorce, and when you look at it, it almost seems like the only times he's smiling is when he's with his ex or the kids he had with his ex. I think it's safe to say that Ben and Jen Garner are gonna wait a few weeks, maybe a month, until the divorce talk is over, and then secretly get back together. Might make Violet's Yale enrollment in first year a bit more to handle, what with her dad coming back into her life, so they might wait a little longer too for Violet to get situated. Once on the tarmac, the family of three quickly made their way to Affleck's sleek matte black BMW, with Garner taking the front passenger seat. The group then drove off together, possibly heading to their next destination within the sprawling city. Just a few hours after the entertainment world was rocked by the news that Lopez had filed for divorce from Benny. According to court documents obtained by Page 6, the pop icon listed April 26th as the official date of separation, notably coinciding with the second anniversary of their lavish Georgia wedding ceremony. The documents also revealed that the couple, who had rekindled their romance in 2021 after breaking off their first engagement nearly 2 decades earlier, had not signed a prenuptial agreement. Lopez requested that the judge waive any spousal support, signaling a clean break from their high-profile union. The decision to divorce, while sudden to the public had been a long time coming, according to sources close to the couple. They've turned the page on all the unfinished business of 20 plus years ago. They've seen things through to the end, and they know for sure now that they are not built for the long haul. Insiders previously told Page 6. Those familiar with the situation have shared that Affleck, Lopez, and their blended family of 5 children are ready to move forward with their lives. Rumors of a split between the A-list pair had been circulating for months, with Affleck notably absent from several key public appearances, including the Met Gala in May 2024, where Lopez walked the red carpet solo. May 2024 was a pivotal month for the couple as it marked the beginning of what seemed to be a more permanent separation. Affleck moved out of the Beverly Hills mansion he shared with J.Lo, and was frequently spotted without his wedding ring, further fueling speculation. The couple's divergent paths became more apparent over the summer of 2024, as Lopez spent significant time traveling across Europe and the Hamptons, while Affleck remained close to home in Los Angeles, focusing on his children. Their split became even more evident when the pair spent what would have been their first Las Vegas wedding anniversary apart in July, leading to heightened rumors and speculation about the status of their marriage. Despite the separation, Lopez has maintained a connection with Affleck's children, indicating that she continues to value her role in their lives even as her marriage to their father comes to an end. The decision to part ways, though challenging, appears to be a mutual step towards allowing both stars to move on to new chapters in their respective lives. As of now, neither Affleck nor Lopez has made a public statement regarding the divorce, leaving fans and the media to piece together the narrative from the signs that have emerged over the past few months. Affleck, who shared 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel, with Jennifer Garner, and Lopez, who has twins Max and Em with her ex-husband Mark Anthony, have both emphasized the importance of family throughout their careers. As they navigate this transition, their focus will likely remain on co-parenting and ensuring that their children are supported during this time of change. Ben and Jenny didn't sign a prenup when getting back together, and this might have been because, given that Affleck and Lopez rekindled their romance after 2 decades, and after both had been through previous marriages, they may have felt confident in their relationship's strength. Not signing a prenup could have been a symbolic gesture of trust and commitment, reflecting their belief that their relationship would last and that they didn't need legal protections in place.